But just since the stream's restarting, I'm going to go ahead and give all glory, all honor, all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. So, getting it back, we're technical difficulties, just switching it up a little bit from the brother Yashimai going in on basically everything. And so we're going to switch it up and we're going to talk about these all these scientists that have been mysteriously disappearing, going missing, or these weird deaths that they're coming into. And so we've been hearing about this like for weeks now, about these scientists, these U.S. doctors that are part of these nuclear programs, or they're a part of these UFO research programs. We're seeing them going missing, seeing them come up with these weird just deaths as well. And come to find out, it's not just here in America. This is also going on in the land of Moab, aka China. These Chinese doctors are coming up missing in their parts of these nuclear programs and these UFO programs, which I think that's really funny that it's both nuclear programs and UFO programs. Because think about it, these are the two ways that Esau's going to be taken out. He's going to be taken out by his own hand with the nukes, which the Lord gave him all that technology, all that understanding, but it's ultimately for him to take himself out. And then the chariots, or the UFOs, which are really the chariots of the Most High, we could actually grab that Psalms 104 and 3 just to confirm that these chariots are truly, or these what the world calls UFOs or UAPs, are truly the chariots of the Most High. But long story short, that's also another way in which these Edomites are about to be taken out with fire by his chariots. The Lord's coming to take them out that way. It's going to be a lot of fire, basically. And it's funny to hear that these scientists in these two separate programs are coming up missing. I'm also seeing, I hadn't seen any like official reports or anything, or official articles, anything, but I'm also hearing it's happening in Russia. I'm seeing this in different comments when you go into these articles, and they're saying, yeah, the same thing's happening in Russia, and Russia's blaming Babylon for these disappearances. And long story short, Esau is scared. He's seeing his end, and he is flipping out. He doesn't want to die, but you have to, Esau. It's for the good of everyone. It'll be the best thing you've ever done to just die. Best thing you've ever done. And you're not going to have a choice. No, every living being doesn't have a choice to die, at least in this age, but you're going to die, Esau, and it's a good thing. Yeah. It's good.
You're going to get destroyed, and you're going to come back and be born a slave.
Yeah. And it's good for you. Very good. It's good for the world. It's good for everything, because all you are is destruction. And so you see your destruction, and all you're doing is destroying more. Come on, man. But let's get that Psalms just to confirm what those are.
All right. Psalms chapter 104 and verses 3. I'll start let's start from 1. Psalms 104 and 1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Verse 2. Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain.
Yeah, and I just saw this article, and it was talking about how the universe is alive. So he's constantly expanding, it's constantly growing. Things are popping up, like new stars are popping up. Some stars are dying. It's alive, just like everything. And you can see in the smallest cell under a microscope, you can see that is the universe as well. Just like in was that Men in Black, where they showed that little universe that was just on the
neck.
Yeah, it was on the neck of that cat, on the cat's collar, and there was a whole universe in there. You can see this in different things, but the Lord's always expanding and contracting because it's alive. He's the most high power ever, and he's always He's the Ancient of Days, always been, always will be.
That's right.
He's far out. And it's amazing. But everything's life or death. And he shows that in the expansion and contraction.
All right, Psalms 104 and verses 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Who layeth the beams of the chariot. Clark, will you say that again for me?
It says Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters.
Yeah. That's talking about outer space. He's laid out the foundations of everything. All within the universe. He's the master of the universe.
Continuing on, it says, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Who maketh the clouds his chariot. And so you see in other places, famously, the Revelation, we see, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see. That should help you see that these clouds are actually vehicles. He's coming with clouds. He's not just sitting on a cloud like you see in these Christian things. It's just like a cloud. Or you see it in Teletubbies. I think it's Teletubbies where it's a cloud, there's like a baby, there's a baby, the sun, I forget. But you see certain things where there's an image on a cloud. It's not like that. He's coming in these vehicles, these heavenly vehicles. And they can change, they can metamorph into clouds, but ultimately these are vehicles, heavenly vehicles. And he's telling you right here. Say it one more time for me, public.
Psalms 104 and verses 3. Who layeth the beams of his chamber in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Yeah, so he makes the clouds his chariot. He's turned the clouds into a vehicle. Out in space, out in the air, in the waters. Showing you, these are these UAPs, these UFOs that people can't understand their chariots. And you even see it in old paintings and everything.
Yeah.
They've always been around and they always are around. And it wasn't even a big deal to our ancestors. They see it and it's just like, oh yeah, it's an angel. And even now we see them when we understand it. It's like, call Halom Yahweh Shem Shai, but it's really just like, oh yeah, it's an angel. Angel's looking down at it. It makes you smile, get joyed for it. But yeah, it's angels. And the understanding is out. And this should help you see it. Got it.
Continuing on in Psalms 104 verses 3. Who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Verses 4. Who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers a flaming fire.
Yeah. These are the angels of the Lord. These are the chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the chariots of Israel. And this is a great thing for Israel. This is part of that sweetness, that honey in your mouth. It's amazing to know that, wow, these are our brethren out there. These are for us. This is our Air Force that's going to fight on our behalf.
Right.
But then on the other side, for these people, this is straight fear. Yeah. This is terrifying, because this is their end. Mm-hmm. These are a force that they can't deal with at all. Mm-hmm. This is a force that is. They try to say, oh yeah, they're 1,000 years ahead of us. This is millennia ahead of you. You can't. Your body can't handle this. You're not spiritual anyway. So yeah, this is just. It's too much for you. It is terrifying. You are in fear. But it just is what it is. Yeah. It just is what it is.
Even the movies that they put the chariots in, Esau always portray the chariots as being something evil that he can take down. Yeah. You know, it lets you know that he fear our power.
Yeah.
Independence Day, they got Will Smith tracking down some chariot and then some green Martians in there. Man, they keep up them lies. Like you see it on the like you watch sports. I was watching this. It was a Canadian-based lottery. And they were talking about, yeah, man, they were talking about the lottery and how much the lottery went up to. And then the guy was like, yeah, right. Aliens, that goes to show you that aliens are, basically saying that aliens are real. And they had a little green guy, looking like Marvin Martian, man. Esau still putting that lie out there that the angels are little green men.
Yeah. And that actually changes it so much, too. Because taking it from an angel, a being that you can't destroy, the spiritual being, to an alien, some other organic life form up there that they'll say came through evolution just the same as they did, that makes you think that you could kill it. You can't kill it. You can't knock this chariot out the sky. Every time you hear about them saying they've recovered a chariot, they are lying. They're lying through their teeth. And that keeps up this great lie, all this delusion that Esau has. You had a precept, Joshua?
Yeah, just to prove what the brother's going into, this is Ezekiel 1:12. It says, and they went everyone straight forth. Whether the spirit was to go, they went, and they turned not when they went. Which the scripture is going into the fact that it's the spirits that's in those chariots. And as you had stated earlier, you can't kill those spirits, man. It's all a falsity.
Yeah, and you even see that in some of these sci-fi movies. They'll show them like locking in and integrating into the ship, and it'll be another part of them, which they got that from Ezekiel, because it's like that, just like moving their arms, moving your legs, blinking is a part of you, but it's spiritual. It's not carnal like Esau likes to portray it.
Can I read this right here? All right, this is an AI overview. I typed up Area 51 in Roswell, New Mexico. And it says Area 51 and the 1947 Roswell UFO incident are distinct yet heavily linked conspiracy lore. Area 51 is a secret United States Air Force facility in Nevada, likely used for testing experimental aircraft. Roswell is the New Mexico town where a reported 1947 UFO crash spurred alien fever.
And that was huge.
Yeah.
I remember growing up and being like, that happened. Yeah, that happened. These things are real. In your logic, outside of the truth, it's like, well, yeah, the universe is huge.
Right.
It's expensive. Of course, there would have to be something else. So yeah, it makes outside of the truth, it makes sense that there's something else. And it's like, yeah, I guess they could crash too, but this is delusional. This is Esau laying seeds, laying traps for you. Because ultimately, it's going to have these people against the chariots, against the angels, against the Lord. They're going to try to fight against them because they're thinking their home's being attacked and taken over, and that they're going to go into slavery under aliens, but they're just going to go into slavery under angels. But yeah, shalom. But yeah, Area 51, Roswell, that was all setting it up to this time where people think they actually have a chance against the angels. It's all from Esau's fear. He is afraid. He sees that his end is coming. He's probably seen way more chariot activity. They have all these big telescopes. They're talking about 3-Eye Atlas and all this stuff a few months ago. That just disappeared, went nowhere. Esau sees something out there that is absolutely scaring him. He knows it's ensnared. You grab that in Jeremiah.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
Yeah, who are the heathen? Heathen means country dweller. So just outside. They're outside of the gate, outside the temple. They're outside of this covenant. That's what heathen means. So it's everyone that's outside of the nation of Israel. Nation of Israel being the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as our scattered, because we're scattered to the four corners of the earth. And so everybody outside of that seed line. We're saying seed line because it goes through the male. It's established through the male lineage. You are what your father is. And if you go all the way back to an Israelite, a Negro, Latino, and Native American, then you are. Or through your father's lineage, then you are an Israelite.
Yep.
No matter what you look like. You can look Chinese, you can look East Indian, you can look like us, you can look like an Edomite, you can look however. But if you go back to that lineage, then you are an Israelite. And they're ultimately trying to fight against us. But that's what a heathen is. That's roundabout long way of saying it. But that's what a heathen is. Anybody outside of being an Israelite. all these other nations. All right, established.
Continuing on in verse 2, it says, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Yeah, what are the signs of heaven? These chariots we were talking about, these UFOs or UAPs, that's a sign of heaven. There's one of the signs of heaven. We've been getting massive amounts of blood moons and pink moons, these harvest moons. And those are signs, regular signs, but at different times it might mean different things to people. They get dismayed about these things. You have these different eclipses that are coming. You have some eclipses that are major and everybody sees it. Some you have that are just in certain regions, but people are afraid of it. Remember we had that X that came over Babylon just a couple years ago, a few years ago, to X out Babylon. And what is it? It went over all these cities named Salem.
Salem, yep.
Yeah, that's a sign. The heathen were dismayed at that, while we were excited about it. It's like, yeah, Xing out Babylon, Xing out wickedness. How could you not be excited about it?
Yeah, if I could say, I think one of the eclipses, it crossed all the cities named Salem, and then the one 3 years ago crossed all the cities named Nineveh, if I'm not mistaken. But like you said, you know, I remember I was at work, and all these people were just amazed over the, because they was making a big deal about it. All these people, all these TikTok assholes were talking about, it's the end of the world and all this other stuff, man. Now, you know, like the brother going into, the Bible does talk about signs in the heavens. But all the people were just amazed and amused by it. The next day, you had to go clock in and go to work, man.
Yeah. I remember even a few years ago, like before 2020, there's another eclipse, like during the day, total solar eclipse. Or lunar, wherever the sun gets. Wherever the sun gets covered up. And it's like lunchtime, 1, 2 o'clock. And they actually let us all go out to the roof of our office and just go stare out at it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. And people were dismayed at it. Some people were dismayed, some people were excited, because it is showing just one more step till the fall of this place. But these are signs. These are signs that, and we're supposed to react differently from it, because we're a whole different people. We're separated. We're a holy people.
That's right.
You got it.
Just to land back off of what Ainar said, this is Matthew chapter 16, verse 2. It says, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Verse 3, and in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye discern the signs of the times? It's just like you're saying, there's these TikTokers, I call them know-it-alls.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people on TikTok who think they know something. You know, you can tell all these signs. You X'd out America, and then the moon's going to travel the 500 miles that way, and the eastern, like, but you can't tell that nuclear missiles are going to come destroy America.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Kind of funny too, because it's TikTok time.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, you can't see the times.
Yeah. Can't even understand signs. They be doing, I'm about to say lessons.
Kinda.
I guess it's their form of lessons.
Yeah.
They'd be doing their form of lessons, talking about, you know, the war and things of that nature. What you need to understand, this shit gonna come straight to you. You know, your TikTok's gonna be shut down here soon. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of these people forming income, social media and stuff. You know, I saw another dude, if you're 18 and you're cooked, you're going to get drafted. Nigga, you making that video, you're about to get drafted. You know, but you can't see that. You can't see it.
Yeah. And the ultimate sign in heaven that we really want to see is the Son of Man coming with these chariots. We can't wait to see that. And that'll be, you know, that's ultimately what we're looking for, the return of Yahushua.
Oh, they say that it's called Starlink when you see all the chariots in line, saying that they're satellites. Bro, satellites, first of all, are not that far away. They don't move that fast, and they can't disappear and reappear. Esau said, that's just Starlink. I mean, explain what it is. You know? We know what it is.
I will say, you can like on the internet you can see when these like different space stations and stuff are passing by, and like you could time it and see exactly where you are to see the space station come by. It looks just like a chariot as well, and it's not. It's one of the space stations that they have up there in what, low orbit, low gravitation, whatever they call it. So like, yeah, there are things out there that Esau's put out there, but these chariots, they appear, they disappear.
They brighten.
Yeah, they brighten.
They lower in brightness.
Yeah. Some people just, you'll see them like, it's almost like they'll come out of a spot and then go and then disappear into a spot. And multiples.
Yep.
One night, when you guys came up camping, we saw hundreds of them within 2 hours. There's not that many satellites and space stations out in orbit. It's just not so. I've had another time I was helping the brother Yaikwab move his stuff, and we're sitting there looking up at chariots in the sky, and this scoffing Edomite came up, and she's like, "What are y'all looking at?" Just like that. She said it like that.
that was at camp the other week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah.
I said the exact same thing to him
Yeah.
because I noticed with her, it terrified her. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna say that again," but I called it moving stars. Oh, we're just looking at moving stars, and she saw it, and she sees moving stars, and they were just moving in different ways. She's like, "Nah, what is that?" And you hear the terror, the fear in her voice. No, what, like really, what is that? I was like, "It's moving stars," you know. And she's like, and she just walked inside, scared. Told some different Edomites that at camp. Just moving stars. We're looking at moving stars. They don't like that shit. We like it. We love seeing these chariots, but they don't like it. It puts them in fear. I want to finish out that Jeremiah 10, and then we'll keep moving.
Once again, I will say, just to add on to like what chariot sightings. Every time I go outside and may look up, take the trash out, it's dark, whatever, and I catch a chariot, they're always going east.
Yeah.
They are always going east. They're going over there towards that war. They're going over there to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, because that's what the prophecies say. When you read St. Daniel, and then also in Revelation, where it talks about the thousands upon thousands of angels. But then also when you read Ezra, is when Yahushua comes back, he's gonna come with that army too. They headed all over there. They always going east. Every time I see it.
Yeah. Right. Even you guys were over and we were like talking about it, and just see a chariot just going east. It's always going east. They go.
They're always going east.
It's a lot of
I'm
things
not saying
going
like
on.
every single time.
Yeah,
It's like
but
every majority of the time, I'm like this. What's going that way?
You always see them moving east too.
East too, right?
we'll finish that.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2, continuing on, it says, "For the heathens are dismayed at them."
Yeah. So we've established who the heathen are, and these are the signs of heaven. We've established what the signs of heaven are, from these eclipses to these different blood moons to the chariots. They're dismayed at this. We like seeing this, while they're dismayed. It's two nations are in thy womb. Like we're different people. We see this and we get excited. Is that it on there? Yeah. You got a precept?
Yeah, the precept. This concerning the times that we in. This is and how to identify it. This is Acts chapter 2 and verses 19 through 21. Acts 2 and 19. "And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor and smoke." Verse 20. "The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of the Lord come." So yeah, the Lord is showing signs in the heavens, man. That's just showing us that we're a little bit more closer to the kingdom of heaven, because you see these eclipses, these blood moons, beneath rings, super wolf moons happening more frequently, man. It's probably gonna be something next month that's gonna happen. Some event that's gonna happen the month after that to let us know that the Lord is making his second return.
Yeah.
And that's a sign. Our people be like, "Lord, give us a sign." It's right up there, man. The moons and the Sabbaths give you a sign, man.
Yeah. It's times and seasons. It shows you times and seasons, and the season isn't changing. This is a time of war, and it's a time of, as Yashimai just brought out in Ecclesiastes 3. It's a time for building up and a time for breaking down. The Lord's about to break this place down, and He's showing you in the heavens that He's about to break this place down. We're at the end of this stuff. Let's get it.
Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Got it.
So yeah, I mean, just we're looking for these to come. These things to come. That's why we keep looking for the signs in the heavens. That's why we keep looking up at the sky,
Right.
seeing the chariot silence,
Yeah.
knowing exactly what everything is. You know,
Yeah.
we know that the Lord. As a matter of fact, let me go up a little bit. Verse 27, it says, "And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in clouds with power and great glory." We was just talking about the clouds and the Lord returning. So, you know, knowing that we said that we looking for these things to come, we keep looking up, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna keep knowing what these signs are, knowing what the blood moons represent. We know that it's the sign, the end of times, the eclipse, and the chariot silence.
Right.
And soon we can we'll be able to, well, not us, but soon there's gonna be other people looking up, seeing the missiles coming. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be their sign.
Yeah.
Yo, and it's great. 'Cause we look up often. These other people are always looking down. They rarely see these chariots because they're always looking down. They're all in their phones, or they're all connected into this false reality that we got going on. We're always looking up. And why is that? Hope. We've got hope. That's where our salvation comes from. So it keeps you looking up, hope, and just waiting.
It's like your neck is like a magnet.
Yeah.
It's just like right when you walk outside. Ding.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't help it. You literally cannot help it.
And I think I even spend more extra time outside because I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll see something cool in the skies.
Yeah. You be doing something like taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Taking out trash take you 15 minutes.
I know.
Looking.
And I even think Esau's, this is me speaking as a man, but we see these trails, these chemtrails, or contrails, whatever you want to call them. You see these going around. I think he does that to make it hazy up there so you can't see all these chariots, to like kind of drain your hope, to take your hope away.
I believe that too. But I'm gonna ask you, brothers, have you noticed chemtrails have been very lacking these last few weeks? Like I haven't seen it. Like we've had some pretty days this spring, so like I'm talking clear skies, nothing in the sky. I've been noticing that, and I always think it's like because of the Hormuz situation. You ain't got enough fucking energy or oil or anything to fly these planes to do that shit no more.
I see them at night.
I don't really be seeing them during the day at least.
Yeah,
like even my rib started to point it out. She's like, "There's no chemtrails today."
I think
because it's a normal thing.
Because my rib said the same thing just the other day.
Did she?
She's like, I just noticed there's, and I was looking at it earlier, I didn't see any.
There's like none. Like during the day, I don't see no chemtrails.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, because these fucking planes can't take off like they used to, with all this fucking oil and the liquid gas being, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But still, it's just that's gonna be a good take on. Okay, well, you're getting some of these chemicals out the fucking air. Some of these people are gonna start clicking. Shit's gonna start clicking and really lifting the skirt up of these Edomites.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you got it, bro?
I very much believe that. Even me coming into the truth, before I actually got into it, that's kind of crazy that she let that dog get that close to you.
No, I like my.
Not that he doesn't love you, because, but still, like, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, he loves the word. Yeah, it's a very nice dog. But before I came into the truth, I got this new filter that was taking out fluoride, and like got a fluoride filter to take it out in my shower. And I guess going through these protocols and fasting and stuff, and then I got the truth. So maybe like that could work to help decalcify some of these people's pineal glands and start waking up, because they're still We got people to wake up. And on both sides, because Esau still has to find out that he's Esau. And it also has to be said in the land of our captivities that we are, where we said we aren't the people, that we are the people of the living power. These people got to start waking up.
Y'all the last one.
Oh, you good, you good. You too.
The angels holding back the four winds.
Yeah.
You know, waiting for the elect to be fully awakened.
Yeah. It's coming now. What were we reading?
I just finished it.
Oh yeah. Let's keep this going. Go to Zechariah 5.
I get this.
Oh, you
I
said
can
you had
get it.
something?
No, I was gonna get Zechariah 5.
If I can add, because you brothers just read, coming in the clouds with great power. When you go into that word power in the blue letter, it's I believe it's dynamus, which talks about when you see something so strong that you can just know off the back that thing's powerful. So it's not a fluffy cloud that exerts power, but it's a chariot that is going to be exerting that power.
Yeah. And we're willing, we get 2nd Esdras 13,
Yeah.
because that shows it. It
Yeah.
very much shows it. That great power that Yahweh Shai is coming in. Because every knee's going to bow.
That's right. Yeah.
Every single knee is going to bow.
That's
Everybody's going to. It says men's hearts failing themselves for what's coming. I could only imagine being outside of the truth, seeing a great armada of ships coming to invade this reality. That's terrifying. Before coming into the truth, I was scared of aliens.
Yeah.
Oh God, that probably exists. And they're probably way more advanced than us, probably way stronger than us. How can you fight that? That is scary. And then they just come get me out of my bed and probe me. Oh God. Oh God. I used to be terrified of aliens. But the Wadi Al shot for moving that. It's gone. There's nothing there because it's like, oh yeah, those are your brethren.
Yeah.
Your fellow messengers.
Yeah.
It's amazing to know that. Takes away the fear of death. The Wadi Al-Bashar. We know how he judges, and we see the judgment of these people coming up. This is beautiful, really. But
Yep.
yeah, we'll get that Zechariah.
You was talking about how you used to be terrified of aliens. I used to be terrified of the thought of nuclear war. I used to always picture off in the distance a mushroom cloud and knowing that destruction is coming. I'm like, what would I do in that time? Ever since like I was little, you know, especially when Terminator 2 hit.
Yeah.
That right there, that image, that one little part stuck in my head. I'm like, man, I'm terrified for this right here. Then we like, man, bring it on.
Bring it,
man.
yeah. I can't wait. Because even if being not a part of, like if we're willing, we are of the elect, but even if we're happen to not be, it's still a great thing for Babylon to be destroyed. It's still a great thing for Esau to be taken out by chariots and by these nukes. It's a good thing. This translation has to happen because this world is just, it's destroying everything. It says there'd be no flesh left to be saved. So regardless, this is beautiful for this transition to be happening. We want the purification that the nukes bring. We want that more than anything, and it's only righteous. You lack judgment to want this world to continue because you're not looking at the big picture.
Yeah, we want the nukes to hit this place and where our homeland is that's being occupied by those mini fitteds.
Yeah.
Because they got that, I got that from Apostle Rambach yesterday.
Yeah.
Mini fitteds.
I like that.
But they got that rainbow, the largest rainbow parade, and they're taking it to the Dead Sea. So they're going too far with it, man. Like it's just we need a new heaven and a new earth, man, where righteousness dwells, man. Even on a daily basis, man. Like going into the chemicals sprayed in the air, man. That's slowly killing us, man.
Yeah. I hate you guys for that. I hate you very much for that because You're killing me. You're killing my children, my child. Like, you're trying purposely.
Yeah.
How could anybody want them to continue in power? They poison your food. Like, this is on the most basic little things. They have defiled all of it. You have to want this. You want the nukes. You want the chariots. And we're going to keep drilling that in everybody's head that you want this. It's a good thing. It's possible.
You just put it on.
Let's get that Zechariah 5. Or unless anybody had anything.
I got the 2 Ezra 13.
Okay.
All right, Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou?
Yeah. Lifted up his eyes. So that's showing he sees something up in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Lifted up. We just read, so look up, for your salvation draweth nigh.
Yeah.
This is up in the sky, up in the waters, that this is happening. It says, what seest thou? He said he saw a flying roll up there. You got it?
Good. It says, And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Yeah, so it's showing the size of it. Seeing a flying roll. Sometimes I'll have different imaginations of how this is. Sometimes you think of it as a tic-tac, like that tic-tac shape. You can see that just like rolling in the sky, just being there. Sometimes I even think of it as like that, the disc, and it just rolling around. Or even that tic-tac shape being, looking like a roll, like a dinner roll or something. But yeah, it's something in the sky that he's showing you, and he's giving you measurements of the size of this thing. But he said it's flying. You had to look up. So just showing that it's up there.
Yeah.
You got it.
Verse 3. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on that side according to it.
Yeah, so this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. It's a curse unto the heathen, but a blessing unto the elect of Israel. Because even 2/3 of Israel, some of them are going to get zapped by a chariot. Some of them are going to get zapped by Yahushai's chariot. And then they're going to have to come back and be like, gosh, I got zapped by your chariot, Salaki. I had to think about that. But
Yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine the shame?
yeah,
The shame of that?
you could
guys
probably
got
never
by the
look
Lord
at it.
himself. Yeah. Damn, you done made it through all kinds of hell on earth. Jacob's trouble. You done survived the collapse of the system. You done survived the anarchy out here on the purge and all that shit. You done survived all this shit. You got zapped by the Lord himself from that chariot.
Yeah.
That's fucking embarrassing, man. That's shameful as hell.
Then you got to come back and like
Come back.
be around. Everybody's gonna know too.
I was gonna say he might bring you back just so that mist can hit.
Damn.
And then it can bring you back in the kingdom again.
You gotta be a real evil dude, man.
Yeah.
For the Lord to do that.
But yeah, this is a curse, and it's bringing curses. But it's ultimately a huge curse unto the heathen. The heathen are outside of this, and this is terrifying unto them. They're scared. Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed. But it's a curse unto them, so they should be dismayed. They should be terrified. And so you're seeing them take action because they know that they have a curse against themselves. But what they do, they started a space program. They started a space force to try to defend themselves against God. Which sounds so insane. You're trying to fight the Lord
I got
when he
something.
comes back.
That's like, I got something for you right quick. This is this is from AI Overview. In a September 21st, 1987 address to the United General Assembly, President Ronald Reagan, which he was a former actor suggested that an alien threat from outside this world would unite humanity and make worldwide differences vanish.
Yeah, and an alien threat. They're not lying on saying that the angels are aliens, because they are from outside of this sphere of reality. So, but I mean, they've always been here at the same time. But they like to phrase it that way because it's a form of demonization, calling them aliens. They're also you see them not only calling our brothers, the angels, aliens. You see them calling the Northern Kingdom aliens, and us when we're in our own land, being called aliens. It's a form of demonization.
Well, that goes into that scripture, the accuser of our brethren, because the angels are our brothers, and you go to that word, accuser goes into the categorization.
Yeah.
So Esau just got a category for everything on the right-hand side, man. North American Indians are savages, or they're aliens. So-called Latinos are aliens. The angels are aliens. You know what I'm saying? We're black. He always got some category.
It's really all projection. You're all those things. You're an alien, Esau. You don't belong here. Even on the earth, really. Like, think about it. When you've thought about it, you know you don't belong. You're an alien. You got it.
I got a quick word because it talks about the curse. The curse on the etymology is a prayer that evil or harm befall one. And that's what's coming to America.
Yeah. And you think about it also, Esau, the Edomites, so-called white people, including these tiny tops, the many fitteds, these are the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. And so he's bringing this curse upon the earth, and it's going to take out the people that are most cursed, and that are these Edomites, so-called white people, and these tiny tops, and they have scattered themselves throughout the four corners of the earth as well. So you're going to see chocolate Edomites getting burned up, Spanish Edomites, yeah, Edomites with feathers in their head getting burned up. You're going to see the people of the Lord's curse to judgment getting taken out by this curse that he's bringing onto the earth. We're going to finish out that Zechariah.
That was it.
Well, let's keep going a little bit. This is the curse for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off according to this side, according to it. Those are the Edomites. They've stolen everything. They've stolen heritages. They've stolen lands. They stole the Bible and put it on themselves. That's where you get Judeo-Christianity from. These are thieves, and they're being cut off. They're also liars because they have the Bible in their hands. They're going to be, or it doesn't say liars. It calls them. What's it say again? Slakia.
Swears.
Yes, swear it. Everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side of it. They swear on the Bible going into their courts. They lie and swear that they're that they are the Jays. They're not. They're not the Lord's people. They're about to be cut off as on that side according to it. Verse 4, Baba Kishore.
Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 4, it says, I will bring it forth, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Yeah, because it's completely breaking the foundations of this place down. It's, the Lord said he's going to leave this place neither root nor branch, especially with the Edomites. They're getting completely taken out. It's going to be through these nukes and through the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai. And the Lord has brought it forth into the house of the thief. This is right here in Babylon the Great, aka America. It's the place where you see the most chariot sightings. You look at, it's an easy Google. Just Google where are the most UFO sightings. You'll see that it's right here in America. And you'll see that it's in all of what they call developed countries, all westernized countries. You'll see those places lit up. You see Australia lit up and Europe lit up with these different, with the chariots sightings, because the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times greater than the sun. And he's looking His eyes are on the wicked because he's about to take them out. They're about to be destroyed. He's about to cut them off. And these signs are going into that. And so we're seeing these deaths of these scientists and them going missing. These are just signs that Esau sees his end and he is coming to the time of being cut off. They're about to be cut off. Esau's the end of the world. Jacob's the beginning of it that follows. So I'm going to step down the water, show them.
I'm just adding to your point while next brother stepping in.
Alright,
Yeah, now to add to your point, two things. You mentioned the scientists. How Esau knocking them off. Remember in the movie 2012?
I actually never saw
You
it.
never. Oh, you going on, bro?
I
On the other side. I just like, look, no, watch that movie tonight.
will.
I'm not gonna say nothing else, but you remember that, right?
Yeah.
You remember what happened to the scientists and all the people? Same thing that brother was just speaking. You know, and also,
Crazy.
I was gonna say something about the chariots. Jake be asking for a sign, right? But guess what? To you Northern Kingdom Hispanics, all up and down Central and South America, they used to be the number one.
Brazil.
I was just about to say.
For UFO sightings.
Yeah.
UFO sightings.
I was just about to say because my rib, she would always go down to Mexico at one point in her life. She didn't understand it at the time until I came around. But like, she said in Mexico, the sky is so clear at night, and all you see is just shooting, all different directions, every minute.
Yeah.
Like clockwork.
Yeah. And then people be like, oh, they're just shooting stars. The stars don't move. First off. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
1-on-1 right there. To prove that, you can go to the book of Matthew,
Right.
the second chapter. When the chariot, which they called it the star, moved over to where Yahweh Shai was when he was born.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, I think somebody asked the question, like, actually, the elder bars off. He had a test back when he first came in. That was one of the questions on his test. Like, matter of fact, can somebody grab that? Matthew 6th chapter. We'll go into that real quick.
It's a lot. Spiritual that it's Mexico too. It's Issachar's there, and Issachar
Chronicles.
had the gift of seeing the stars,
Yeah.
They
seeing
were
the signs in heaven.
Astrology.
Yeah.
You know, King David will go to the Issacharites to see if it's a good time to go to war or not.
Yeah, and also too, think about the stars. It's for navigation. Navigational purposes. You recognize certain constellations up there. That's how Jake, without a compass or whatever, they would know which way is north, south, east, and west while they're sailing. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Matthew 2:9. It says, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them.
Sloppy. Then you mentioned the east earlier, right?
Yeah, right.
The star that was in the east. Go ahead.
Yep. It says which they saw in the east went before them. Like right there. You know, cuts it. It says went before them. Which pretty much meaning it went ahead of them to lead them where they needed to go. It says it came till it came and stood over where the young child was. That's a definition of traveling.
That's movement. The sun is a star.
Right.
But
Right.
The sun doesn't move.
Yeah.
Right. That's the
I
spirit.
mean, it moves, but it's not zigzagging through the sky like the chariots do.
Right.
Also a sign of intelligence. Stop.
Mm.
Like showing navigation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see. It says, verse 10. Oh, yeah, you keep going. Verse 10, it says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. We walk outside and see a star every day. We're not like that every day. But when we see a chariot, we have a different reaction. It's like,
Right.
oh, it's a chariot, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
The chariot is going to bring destruction or it's going to bring protection.
Right.
Ultimately, salvation.
You see stars and like why would it emphasize that they were exceedingly great in joy for seeing a star?
Right.
That's a sign for that the Lord is coming.
Yeah.
That was a sign that the Lord was there.
Right.
Even as a baby.
Mm.
Young child. And that's about the point on that.
Yeah. Whoever got precepts, bring it out.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, she was going to that last week or the other week with the MOTB.
Okay.
Matter of fact, because we see a lot of countries having an energy crisis right now, and that's spoken about in the Bible, which I can get real quick. Resources. I'm talking about like power off energy, because what Australia said they had 30 days worth of energy supply left or whatever, claiming their prime minister or whatever. We'll see how we'll see what the upcoming days come, or the end of this month, or the end of next month come. But with the Strait of Hormuz closed, this is all ushering. They doing all that to bring in this MOTB.
That's all it is.
That's it. Yep.
It's a play. So we're not unaware of it. We are completely aware of the situation that's going on.
Switch out. Yep. And I'll get an example of energy being shut down. And this goes into the curses that was God damn it. Whatever, man. This goes into the curses that were played in Exodus. Matter of fact, hold on.
Is that the fourth industrial revolution right there?
That lets you know these people are cooked for the future. In fact, no, I'll just go ahead and get Wisdom of Solomon 17. We can just read that chapter, man. Dude, Wisdom of Solomon 17:1 says, "For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed."
Yeah, great are the judgments that are coming upon this place. I was I did a lesson earlier in the week. It was Maria had to go to a funeral this week, right? I was thinking in my mind, like, it's gonna come a time where it's gonna be so much judgment, you're not gonna be able to go to funerals. People are just gonna be dead on the street. Yep. You don't hear nobody talking about that.
Yep.
That type of judgment on the earth. But it's coming soon, especially here in America, man. America's turning into a wasteland. You know? Like in the what's that game? What's that game?
Fallout.
Fallout, yep. Fallout's one of them. Borderlands is one of them. That Mad Max, the movie and the game. Bioshock, yep. Shit, even Big Z be playing the Arc Raiders.
Bias.
Yeah. You know about that? Game Arc Raiders.
I know.
You already know.
You adamant about it. No, I play it. I do this.
Gotta watch him. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But certain these games, certain that's a spirit too, because I watched that movie. This is the end again.
Oh, you do?
Earlier this week. That's a great fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
You know why? I noticed something too when I was watching the movie. Why I like watching those type of movies so much is because, all right, there was the scene with a train crash, and they had all the military tanks and all that shit. And in the movie, I'm like, damn, what would I do? Because we know what he did in the movie. He just went and got the gas and got back to the car. Me, I'd have been goddamn grabbing ammo and shit like that. I look at movies like that way. I'd have been looking for supplies, water and shit like that, food and all that. That's why I watch those kind of movies, because then it makes me think about putting myself in that situation, like, what would I do? We know what the movies is going to do, but I'm looking for supplies or some shit like that.
Right.
Those type of movies keep me on edge, man.
Yep.
Especially knowing these type of judgments is coming, man. Go ahead.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 17:1 again, it says, "For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed." I just wanted to elaborate on that, because we always talk about how the times are going to be so bad. Like that word, when it says cannot be expressed, the word express means to explain something clearly. It's saying the Bible is saying we can't explain to you how bad these judgments were.
Right.
And I'm saying were, because this is talking to Wisdom of Solomon 17 is talking about Egypt. thousands of years ago. That was like 1400 BC that we're talking. All right? Think about that. You know, we think about King Solomon. King Solomon was during 900 BC. Way after. So we're talking something that couldn't be expressed to this very day of what happened. And we understand that it's going to be worse than that.
It tells us it's going to get worse. Deuteronomy 28 says the things that are written of.
Before time. Or written for our land?
That,
oh, what are you talking about? Okay, Slocky.
No, that's a good one too. Because we look at the examples that were written of in the time of Egypt, we apply that to today because we know that they're going to get a lot worse.
Yep. Low key, we can't express right now. Nah, I'm good, bro. We can't express right now. Locusts covering this place right now because we've seen bits and pieces of it throughout the world. Like even with the signs of the crows in Israel. Like, oh, you know, shit. You know, but even our reaction isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When there's something that can't be expressed, like you're gonna have no words, you're gonna lose breath. It's like something you've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? So it goes on to say, therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. It says, verse 2, it says, and this is good, again, we're getting into the energy crisis. Because we talked about the moon, right?
Yep.
The brothers was talking about the moon. Just as much as the moon shows signs, the sun does too. And most of the signs that the sun is going to show is darkness, which is like oxymoron-ish in your mind because the sun brings light, right? But every time you read it in Amos or Joel or something like that, or even Yahushua said it in Matthew's, the sun being darkened. That is a sign from the sun itself, you know? It says
those eclipses.
Those eclipses.
Lunar eclipse,
solar eclipse. That is a sign from the sun.
Yeah, those are signs. Yeah.
Yep.
Signs in the moon. When the moon is in front of the sun, that's a sign. Like when we had that huge eclipse back in 2017.
2017.
It was 2017.
It was 2017. August 2017.
We were doing the Day of Atonement. That was during the week of the Day of Atonement. Huge sign in the sky.
Yep. It says, for verse 2, for when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness. All right, so it's saying they being shut up in their houses. We've seen that in 2020. We're about to see it again coming up here soon, where everybody's going to be on house arrest. But then you got the Strait of Hormuz and this Iranian versus United States war going on. Energy, oil, natural gas and shit like that. It's not moving no more. And that shit take energy, or like energy takes that to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It says the prisoners of darkness. Yep, because that's a power outage. It says fettered with the bonds of a long night. Laid there exiled from, you got it.
Bro, read that part again about this whole night.
Con, it says fettered.
Basically chains.
Yep.
Basically in some type of captivity or bondage or slave to conditions, basically. Go ahead.
Yep.
Fetters
with bonds of a long night.
Man, imagine, I don't know, I can't speak on the conditions, or experiences of other men, but tell you what, sitting in a house with no power, that's a long fucking night. Man, get hot or cold.
Depending on the season.
Yeah, depending on the season, man. Like I said, you sitting in that type of quiet.
Boredom.
Like you ain't, man, especially today, where there's nothing but phones, tablets, computers, games. Imagine, TVs. Imagine that people, man, that first 12 hours. Matter of fact, that first hour probably. Yeah. The addiction, people are just addicted to technology, man. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Which that's gonna draw lines, man.
Yep.
You know, when the internet alone,
Yeah.
Not even just cutting the lights off, but if this
Yeah.
nigga cuts the
Internet.
internet off,
Which the energy crisis is going to do that. People don't understand. Because people will think of an energy crisis, oh, damn, I'm not going to have any more power. Yeah, bitch, you're not going to have no more power. And it's going to be a domino effect. You ain't going to have no AC. You ain't going to have no heat. All the shit that's in your freezer and fridge is going to spoil. So you're going to have no more food. You're going to be bored as fuck. You're going to be probably stuck in a house with a woman you don't like, with badass fucking kids who you can't entertain because you can't even entertain yourself because, like you said, you've been on the TV, video game. Niggas don't know how to pick up a book and read to keep themselves stimulated. Or with all the shit that you're attached to, you're overstimulated all fucking day. And then once everything just fucking stops, and then everybody's shit gonna go out a beat, in a certain amount of time, and then that energy crisis is gonna become real dangerous because everybody gonna be wearing black trying to get your shit and get you.
Yeah, imagine, let's say for instance, which I think is gonna happen, like with the lights, right? I personally think they're gonna do some type of schedule where the lights will be out at night.
Kind of like rolling blackouts.
Yeah, they have to do that shit. Like, all right, well, you only got 2 hours worth of lights.
They do that. They've been doing that in the DR.
Texas.
Yeah.
I think they stopped doing that shit in Texas. Yeah, imagine that shit. Like you said, daytime is gonna be a lot more dangerous than it is at night. When the shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
because in the daytime you can see everything. You can see, you know what I mean? At night, I see you coming a mile away.
Yep.
You got a flashlight and you trying to break into somebody's house or some shit. Motherfuckers gonna see that light flashing through.
Well, let's keep going because even so, the darkness. Let's keep going because the darkness that Egypt experienced was different.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, verse 3. Verse 3, it says, for while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. We know what apparitions are. I'm just gonna say the demons, bro. You watch these movies like Insidious.
I don't watch movies like that.
I don't really either because I need to go to sleep at night. But and also too, like with these super scary movies, I don't see them as edifying as, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but those movies just bring you an understanding what these apparitions are gonna be like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's another thing, like you said, the angels, they can't be destroyed. An apparition can't either, motherfucker. These demons can't be destroyed either because they're spiritual beings too.
Right.
I'll get back to you.
Go ahead.
Me and my rib, like, we be watching a show called Yellowstone on Peacock.
Oh man, I want to watch this.
I know I want to watch that.
This shit is fire.
Bro,
I'll watch all the others.
I've seen clips. I've seen certain clips, but I'm like, yo, I need to start watching this.
I watched it. That shit is fire, and I'm gonna watch the new spinoff called Marshalls. But anywho,
And Death Ranch.
there's a spinoff called Dutton Ranch.
Yeah.
Is it? Anywho. But we watch it on a platform called Peacock. We're poor, so we don't have the best ads free. But to get to the point, whenever we'll watch these ads, and they mainly be like medication ads. It was like, why do we always got these random ass fucking names? Flopsian. Zedbound. What the fuck is that? Like, what the hell is that? And me and her started thinking, I started thinking, you know what? Because I was doing a study years back, probably like 6, 7, 8 years back, when I first read the book of Tobit, and I read about Asmodeus. And I'm like, damn, and I understood, like, in the Bible, when names are mentioned, they have a significance. So I'm like, why did it mention Asmodeus? Why does it mention the demon Legion? Why does it mention these demons? But I know Satan is Satan has like top generals and things like that, just like on the right hand side. Archangels, the 7 archangels, we know the names of 4 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we know the ones who hold back the winds of the earth and all of that. Like, when I'm watching these fucking the names are probably many fucking henchmen demons. You know what I'm saying? Like row, or they got different names for that GLP-1 shit to lose weight now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got different type of names for them now. So I'm like, man. And then there's this one commercial that my ribcot sent it to me. She's like, and in the commercial, there are little like AI 3D demons just jumping around,
Send that to me.
fucking
too.
around. Even on like the commercials like Mucinex. You see the little green demon. Oh, but it's mucus. No, those are fucking demons, bro. And and these are Satan minions. They're like little despicable me's.
You see it too.
You see
on
it.
the people, like the
Yes.
GLP-1. There's talks about it, and they show the same faces of these like celebrities,
Yeah.
back to back, and like the second one's all gaunt, all demon looking, all
Especially Serena's.
yeah.
Hers is bad, bro. It's like, they took the life out of that bitch. You know, they took the straight over here trying to lose weight. You just implementing yourself with that mini little demon.
And it's just an amino, like GLP-1. It's an amino acid.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be good for you, but they've done like they've
done shit
taken
to it.
something out or added something. Like it's messed up.
You know, there's been accounts where people have gone blind off of it. They lost. People gone blind, or I know the main one is people going blind off that GLP.
That's crazy.
You know, whatever. But there'd be like weird ass fucking names to these. Whatever. I looked it up, and AI is gonna say, oh, they just come up with something. So, like, nah, nigga, those are like literal demon names. You know it. You know, because Esau's so tapped in with the left hand side.
Heart is deep.
You know what's
You know?
crazy about it too? Now that you're speaking about it, like a lot of these prescription medications or whatever, one of the main side effects is suicidal thoughts.
Suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
That's how you know that's a fucking demon, man. Go ahead, bro.
You talking about how the lights going out? People ain't gonna be having access to the pharmacy, so that's gonna open up a legion of demons on these people when they can't get their pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah, what pharmakeia,
Yeah.
you know, and that's what that goes into, bro.
Yeah.
It's demonic, bro.
Witchcraft, bro.
Just like you're saying, like when we're going into this energy crisis right now, what that the scriptures are speaking about. But even so, like you said, it says, fettered with the bonds of a long night. Meaning your ass is gonna go crazy. You are gonna have suicidal thoughts. It says, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. All right. So verse 3 it says, for while they supposed, Wisdom of Solomon 17:3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. This goes into the hunger too. How are you being troubled with strange apparitions when you're seeing spiritual things? Because you're on a forced fucking fast. Because all the energy's gone. No more food, no more nothing. Now you're seeing these demons, and these demons are demons that are coming out of you. You're producing the demon. You're producing these apparitions that you're seeing because you're being haunted by your own consciousness.
Wow.
You're being haunted by the own demons that you fucked around and stored because you wouldn't get right. It's going to be a self-torment when the energy crisis, when all this shit is black. That's why we're big on fasting. We're big on getting your mind right, doing the right thing, because all you're going to produce is righteousness when that day comes, which is light. You're going to produce light, like it says. But all these niggas that got these demons on them, this shit pop, those apparitions are you, nigga. It's you who you're looking at. And you're scared of your fucking self because you want to get right. To all you motherfuckers on this side, man. Salakia, not that side, but this side. All you niggas and wetback Uncle Tom spick ass motherfuckers.
I didn't say it, he did.
Yeah, I said it.
I didn't say it, he did.
Yeah, I said it. You know? But y'all deserve it. Because y'all, now, finally, we've been facing ourselves the whole time we've been in the truth. Because that's what it's about. You cut off the old man, you gotta look in the mirror and clean that shit the fuck up. But now y'all gonna face yourselves at the highest fucking level, and it's gonna fucking kill you. It's gonna kill you. Your apparitions are gonna become physical. Your demons inside of you are gonna become physical, and it's gonna kill you. So you are gonna self-delete yourself by an apparition coming out of you. That's crazy word.
Yeah, and you're gonna come back and get hit by a missile.
Come back and get hit by a missile. You know? It says troubles with strange apparitions. You're troubled, bro. Bro, this energy, when the grid go off, bro,
Yeah. It's gonna get wild.
real demonic.
Quick.
Real fucking demonic.
Quick, like I said, I was watching that movie, This Is the End. That movie, in the movie, it spanned about 7 days. It took 7 days for everything to collapse. There was the part where they shut down, he was in Chicago, right? Visiting the parents, and he had to get to Seattle. When they hit the main highway to get military, he said, hey man, it's the dead zone out there. It's dead man's land out there. He's like, you can't get no help. You know, and it even showed you how people were acting. And you know, the guy, he robbed the cop. He was driving around in a cop car and shit. They were about to rob him for their gas. And it shows you how quick this shit is gonna fall, man. It's gonna get, I tell you, man, in the city, you're fucked. Out in the, where there's nobody at, you might be okay.
Still fucked.
But you're still fucked.
If you don't know what you're doing. And if you ain't got the Lord.
You ain't got, ultimately, at the end of the day, if you ain't got Yahweh Shema Shai, you don't have the faith, you ain't been praying, you ain't been practicing praying, and, you know, certain situations, a couple years ago, brothers was out playing ball. He was with Central Park, whatever. Bishop, he was there. I think you were there too. Majority of the camp was there at the time. But you know what? I'll just say this: we was playing ball and the brother guy ended up getting hurt. Right? First thing that the bishop, I was like, damn, this how you know we got good leaders, right? First thing he did when the brother got hurt, he prayed over him. I was like, mental check mark. Like, I ain't never gonna forget that. That's something that we all need to check, because when shit got ugly at that moment, the first thing the man did was pray. I was like, yo, that's it. That's the answer to it. That kind of faith, and like, you just stopped everything in the midst of trouble and just prayed on the brother. You can't have no better example than that. Yep. Especially going into something like this. Yep. All we gonna have is the Lord, man. Yep.
Proverbs 18:10.
Yep.
See, when this grid go down, been doing the right thing to the best of your ability, your mind's not gonna trouble you like it's troubling them here in this script. Your mind ain't gonna trouble you, right? Because you're gonna be thinking about how about Shemi Awashai. You know,
you're gonna use Isaiah 33:6,
yep.
man.
Yes.
Yep.
If you know you ain't got shit, I'm back against the wall.
So,
all hell breaking loose. You stuck in the house. What am I gonna do? Until we get the power, the only thing we can do is pray.
Right.
Like, the woman and kids, y'all go to the next room.
Yep.
I'm in here reading, praying. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got.
So this is Wisdom of Solomon 17:4. It says, "For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear." It says, "But noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances."
Man, you know how crazy it's gonna get. Like, you sitting in the house, it's dark outside, all you hear is crickets. Them cricket noises get louder, fucking louder. You know what I'm saying? Or the wind might be blowing in your crib outside. You hear the house moving, creaks, and, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of noises and shit. That shit gonna bug you the fuck out.
Right.
Especially on a lack of bread.
Oh, you gonna be,
Start being delusional.
you gonna start getting. That's one of the signs of starving to death. You start being delusional. You start losing mental focus.
They all bring God. It's like all these different names.
What, the medicine name?
Yeah, like morphine from Morpheus, like keep going down. Valium after some nymph.
Wow.
Demons. And the morphine and stuff like that, that's like the actual drug name, but then like you got these companies that have the like you buy it and it's like a different weird ass name. Zyrtex or some shit like that. Ozempic. What the fuck you finding coming up with these names, man? But like you said, even still, that's, you know, Adam named everything. You know, and Esau's kind of trying to take the helm of Adam too.
That's exactly.
And he's trying to rename everything that Adam already named. That was sufficient enough for the world to go. You know, he's just, bro, man. That's the biggest, Esau's the biggest reprobate ever. You literally have to go back on every fucking thing.
That's how you know he's a liar.
He's a liar.
Constantly telling lies to cover up other lies.
Yep.
Hey Esau, you're not escaping this either, man.
This is happening to you.
This is happening to you heathens and the 2/3 of our people. And Jake gonna go through this too. The elect is gonna go through this. But we know that the elect is gonna make it out because the scriptures talk about them being scarcely saved. So Jake, if we're part of the elect, they're gonna have to experience some of this too. But the only difference is that we've been exercising the only power that we're gonna have in that day, which is our prayers and our faith. Outside of that, you know what I mean? To be honest, a pocket knife ain't gonna go too far. You ain't gonna
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to do too much with something like that.
I'm gonna get your precept that you.
Something carnal like that. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times."
You go into that word stability. I don't remember the Greek, Hebrew word for it, but that's basically a foundation.
It's a Amawana.
Is it? Yeah.
I was thinking of Shamar, because that's just to keep. You know,
But it basically that's what we're gonna have to. That's our foundation.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna have to stand on this in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And shit, believe it or not, we're already seeing it. You go to the gas pumps, like damn near $4. It's like I had to stop at Kroger on the way here. Bought my cream, man. That shit was damn near
370 type shit?
370. Yeah, and that's with the fucking, your Kroger points and shit. Shit's still damn near 370, man.
It's $4 fucking.
Put 20 in there, you only get 5 gallons, maybe.
Yeah.
4.5.
50 the new 20 right now.
Yeah.
50 is the new 20.
Yeah. Talking about inflation, it's just the beginning of this shit, man. I know I had looked up when this whole Iran thing started popping off. I looked up how much oil America had in its reserves. They said they had about, petroleum-wise, they had about, it was years of petroleum. But as far as actual fuel reserved, I think they said they had maybe like 10 years. I don't believe it. But that's probably off of ration.
Yeah.
10 years.
Right.
Strict rationing of that type of material or resource.
Yep.
The people, that shit's gonna burn up quick.
Real quick.
That shit's gonna burn up quick, man.
Yep.
Says Isaiah 33:6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, in strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure." That's the point, man.
Yeah.
Like when all this shit pop off, we're gonna understand that it's the Lord doing all this. All these people don't understand that Wisdom of Solomon 17. They don't understand. These Egyptians and these current day Egyptians, they're not gonna understand this is judgment from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So going back to Wisdom of Solomon 17:4, it says, "For neither might the corner the corner that held them keep them from fear." You gotta imagine that, like they're on the, you know what I'm saying, like a cradle position in a corner. It says, "But noise of waters falling down sounded about them." You got it.
I'm just gonna say, everything's gonna be intensified. You're gonna be forced to actually have to listen.
Use your senses.
You're really gonna have to, like, man, if you, majority of these people out here, they don't pay attention to shit, man.
Right.
Like, they don't. They really don't pay attention to anything, man. They're so caught up in the dumb shit, man.
Yeah.
like,
It's like, man, like when this shit pops, like that's what I'm saying. We're talking about stimulation and overstimulation. When people actually, because like I know, I mean that speak for me. Like a little creek will wake me up. Like, man, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I'm talking. You know, but a little creek will wake me up. Like, man, what the fuck is that? Like, we always on go type shit, which is it's not necessarily healthy. It isn't healthy. You know what I'm saying? But
that's part of it. That's condition of the battle, though.
sometimes I be thinking like we gonna get more rest in that day than we do fucking right now. You never know.
Probably true. You know, I know. I can speak for me personally. I don't sleep. Even if I had a couple drinks, I don't sleep longer than 4 hours. My body automatically wake up in 4 hours. I don't give a fuck how hammered I got this afternoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I told my brother that one night. I was like, he was on the, talking and shit. I was like, man, it don't even matter what time I go to sleep. I was like, I'm just gonna get up early any fucking way. If I went to sleep at 1 in the morning, I'm getting up at 5. I may go back to sleep, but I'm getting up. I'm gonna wake up, look at the phone. God damn, 4 hours of body and the mind is trained to.
There's people out here, man. You can be greedy and sleep.
Yeah. You know, Esau does them studies about getting too much sleep. If you sleep too much, you was better off just staying the fuck up, because now you're even more sluggish and tired than you were as if you only slept for like 6-7 hours. You sleeping 12 hours, 13 hours.
Waking up at 3, 4 p.m. and shit. That's fucking wild. People do that shit.
Do that shit, bro. You'd be surprised.
But it says, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. Yeah, where are those sad visions coming from? Matter of fact, I'll come back to this. We'll go to Ecclesiasticus 34, where it talks about visions. Let's get to the point. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 34:3. It says the vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another. And what that's saying is like, it's like a one-of-one image. Like, it's real. You know the difference between a dream and a vision. In a dream, you running at 500 miles per hour, staying in the same place. Fuck! It's a fucking dream. But you know, like a vision, it's like, no, if you ever had in my vision, like, I'm gonna speak on me. Like, I've had visions where I can smell, I can feel in my, like, I can literally feel it. You know what I'm saying? I can touch, I can taste. Like, that's a vision. It's like a one-to-one comparison to real life. Because even so, of course we would have visions because we're living in a fucking dream right now. This shit is not real. This is the Matrix. Lord willing, when we plug out, we're on a ship, on a chariot. When people plug out, they're gonna be in the lake of fire.
You know, when they plugged out in that movie The Matrix, they were on the ship.
Yeah, they were on the ship.
Spiritual.
They were on the ship.
It was a great fucking movie to watch, man.
Wonderful.
Especially when you've seen it before the truth and then you watch it after. You're like, man, what the? Super spiritual.
Top three spiritual movie all time.
I would definitely agree with that.
Top can't. If you gonna argue with it, all right, bro.
That's when you see that meme where it'd be like,
You got it. So it says Ecclesiasticus 34:3. It says the vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face. So it's like that's what a vision is. So when you go back to Wisdom of Solomon 17, it says, for while they supposed to lie, Salaki, verse 4, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from the fear, but noises of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance. Because they having these one-to-one ratios right now. With the things that have gone on in their mind for years, the Lord is going to dig into that repertoire of memories that you have, good, not good, but bad. And He going to bring them motherfuckers out, bro. He going to bring them out. You know, it's kind of like reminds me of that Black Panther when they had to go through that ceremony. And when they go in the sand or whatever, they see somebody of their past that they knew. So that's what's gonna fucking happen to these people.
Imagine being in this wherever the fuck you at. Imagine you're at home, right? Power's out, everything's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no food, you ain't got no water, you ain't got the Lord definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's just woman screaming outside, or somebody's trying to take her or her daughter or some shit. And you sitting in there, scared as hell, hiding in the closet or some shit, and you get the vision of that moment where you walk past brothers trying to tell you about the truth. Bro, you know how hard that's gonna hit a lot of these people, man? Or you might have been at one point part of the circumcision. And that moment comes up when you decided to turn your back on the Lord.
It's gonna run through your mind.
It's gonna happen. You're like, oh, fuck. Imagine that shit. You might end up trying to delete yourself after that.
Yep.
Just because of that. Or you might fuck around and you get separated from your woman and your child, right? You might have a vision of them getting fucked up. And it might just be a vision, but it might actually be happening.
Yep.
You might be, in your mind watching your woman get raped to death. They take your daughter, they rape your daughter to death. You might see that shit in that day. Anything's possible with the Lord, man.
It is, because let me say this: you gotta get your sometimes you gotta get your mind out there.
Yeah, put it out there.
You gotta put your mind out there. And I'm gonna give you a good example. Like when you read of the flood, the waters came from 4 different places, 3 or 4 different places: the sky, the dew, and then the Lord said He opened up the heavens. So don't you think He opened up a dimension and just had water just shooting down? How are you gonna get water above Mount Everest? Matter of fact, if someone can get that, go to, I think it's in like Genesis 5 or 6, something like that. Get the flood account. It's gonna tell you exactly where everywhere that the waters came from. He opened up dimensions. Let's talk about, what was it, Elijah sitting on top of the hill? Was that 2 Kings 1?
Yeah.
Where a dimension is opening from another firmament, okay, to get that fire coming down. All right. Give me another example. Enoch being beamed up.
Yep.
A chariot had to come from another dimension. What's up, bro?
Read this real quick. This is Brother Demaya looked up on Google. How long would it take to flood the earth? Flooding the entire earth, covering the highest mountains like Mount Everest, is physically impossible through rain alone. This is Esau's.
Yeah.
Even though he could have done it through rain alone.
Lord could have did
The
whatever
Lord can do
the
whatever
fuck
he did. Exactly.
It says, as atmospheric water would only cover the ground by about 1 inch, if an internal sustained water source were used, it would take centuries to millennia of intense constant flooding to submerge the highest peaks. One point says melting all ice. If all glaciers and sheets melted, sea levels would only rise about 70 meters, flooding coastal cities but not the planet. The rain scenario, another point, to cover the entire Earth in 40 days, it would need to rain approximately 9 meters per hour.
And you want to know what? AI, it probably fucking did.
That's crazy.
It probably did. You know? It probably did rain 9 meters per hour.
Another point says flood mechanism. A total flood requires massive sustained influx from an outside source to overcome evaporation and drainage, taking decades or hundreds of years for deep global whatever the fuck that word is.
So we already understand that before it rained, the earth already produced its own water. Just
Yeah.
you still got geysers, under spring, whatever. Okay. This is not far fetched. the flood in the Bible is not far-fetched. Because even if you go meters underneath the ocean, you're gonna find dry spots of land and little pockets and little bubbles. You're fucking underwater, fully submerged, and you're standing on land.
Yeah, I think there's a underwater cave that has dry land. I think somewhere near Mexico. If I'm not mistaken. I think.
I believe it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
I can't remember where it's at, but Esau found it.
Yeah.
He found it under, he found it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's oceans under the ocean.
Yep. We gotta take our mind out there,
Bro, like in the movie, in the Godzilla with the newer ones,
Just think.
they had the underground.
Yep.
There's like a barrier, deep barrier to get down to deep earth or whatever.
Yeah. Like where King Kong lived.
King Kong, And also too in that movie, the Meg, giant shark.
The Megalodon. Yeah. It's
Meg.
with Jason Statham. Yeah.
Decent movie, but they also show you that there was another level
Yeah.
deep under the ocean. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna know Lord willingly. The elect is gonna know, or Israel in general is gonna know the depths of the oceans. We're gonna know for sure. There was you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna know. We'll get all the answers in the kingdom.
How else can the earth store that many leviathans? Which I think there's many. Scriptures say be fruitful and multiply. But Kalak, did you find it?
Con.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because there's no asexual fucking Leviathan.
Right.
Like
No.
Esau tried to play that shit with Godzilla in one of the Godzilla movies.
Crazy words.
He's asexual. He produces on his own. No. That's not how the Lord. He said twos.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
You got it, bro.
Con, this is Genesis chapter 7 and 11.
Okay.
In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Verse 12.
Read it again.
Genesis 7 and 11 in KJV. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up.
Okay. All the fountains of the great deep broken up. What did you say this was? Genesis 7 and 11?
Okay.
Let's see something. Let's see what mine says. Yep. So in the NIV, it says, on that day, all the springs of the great deep burst forth. So geysers, all that stuff, and then whatever else the earth produced already with straight water.
Right.
That's what I was going to, that's what I was going to point out. Great deep.
Yeah.
So let you know that it wasn't. Then it says after that, go. I'll let you.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Finishing off Genesis 7 and 11, and the windows of heaven were opened.
Go ahead.
Verse 12, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Yep. The windows of heaven opened. Okay. Now I know when you go in, there's 2 or 3 different meanings for heaven. You know, Shemayim, which is waters, and then when you get into the Greek, it's Uranos, which is the actual sky. All right, the actual physical. Like that's why I always bring that out when you read Isaiah 34, and then you read Revelation, the 12th chapter, where it talks about the battle with the angels and his angels. You know, that's a scene that we're actually going to physically see. That everybody is going to see chariots zipping around, blowing these F-15 fighter jets and shit up. Or whatever concoction they built with some fucking military equipment to fight the angels. We're actually going to see that, you know. And Damon was speaking about Area 51 and said, oh, they found, you know, I'm going to get back on point, but with that, Esau just ran with something. Because it was probably because the technology we see before us right now has always been in Esau's knowledge. Like that Hellcat, that probably was made in 1835, and we're just now getting the hand-me-downs. So the B-2 bomber of which we know it today probably had a wreck in 1957 or some shit like that. It was a bad testing, and it just looked like a spaceship to the fucking people. Because you see how the B-2 bomber is kind of like made. It looked like a fucking spaceship. It looks like a disc. You know, I'm just speaking as a man.
Yeah, there's a
like, you ain't shooting down a chariot, bro.
There's a clip somewhere on the internet I saw, like the self-driving cars that we see today.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I can't remember his name, but there was a video of the vehicle in parallel park itself while he was standing outside the car.
Oh yeah, I seen
You
that.
saw that?
It's like from way back in the day, right?
Yeah, it was like it was a black and white photo. I think the timeline might have been maybe 1900 or some shit. But that type of technology's been around.
It's been around.
I would even go far as to say that technology back in the ancient times is more advanced than the shit we got today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I do believe that too.
Because we were more in touch with the Lord back then.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. The Lord will actually, you gotta understand how close we were with the Lord will actually come visit. Right? Like, visit. And not in a way of like destruction. You know what I'm saying? You just come visit. You know? And like work hand in hand with Israel. You know?
If I mentioned the Urim and the Thummim.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Exactly. No, even the Ark of the Covenant. You know? That was the Spirit of the Lord dwelled in there.
And the fact that we read about chariots back in fucking Egypt goes to show that technology has always been around. Advanced technology.
Very advanced.
I'll say this. People have become dumber and dumber and dumber as the world evolves.
Yeah.
Not evolved,
As
but as time passes, people have become dumber and dumber. You know what I'm saying? There's not like people were more intelligent back in the 80s. You know?
I'll say, like, yeah, you're right, you know. No, I don't got nothing to add to it. You're just right.
I mean, what the fuck is Elon Musk, a fucking flamethrower, nigga? Like, you do that shit with an aerosol can and a fucking lighter, man. Like, nigga, you ain't coming up with nothing new. Like,
They're just making something that was simple a little bit more complex and being like, it's innovative.
right. Like, but people are dumber nowadays, man.
Yeah.
The only people that are smart on the earth is brothers.
Right.
Like, we understand that Esau has that, the Lord gave him that power to,
Yeah.
but he is that, at the end of the day, he is the basis of all men. You know what I'm saying? But, brothers are smartest men on the earth, are bros. The elect.
Anyone who can heed a warning is a smart individual. You know. But just to go on with that Genesis 7, it says the windows of the earth. Like, we can physically see rain come down. You know what I'm saying? We can physically see that. But why did it emphasize that the windows of heaven were open? You know? I think they had little portals open up in the sky and just, wow, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
Where's the fire and brimstone come from? You know what I'm saying? And it says it rained fire and brimstone. The closest we can get to that understanding of where we live right now is a hailstorm. You see what I'm saying? And we can physically see that come down. If your dumbass want to stand out there and watch it, you know. But I'll go back to Wisdom of Solomon because we're still gonna get into this this power outage. So Wisdom of Solomon 17:4 and 5. Yeah, here's a good point. No power. Simple. It says no power of the fire might give them light. That goes to show you how dense and thick the darkness was. The darkness was so thick you could feel it. That's scary in itself. You can feel darkness? Probably form a fucking dark ball. What's up?
Elder Apostle Tahar, he did a video.
I know some.
he was talking about like how he saw he's trying to discover black holes.
Yeah.
And, like they have it. The elder apostle, he was saying like how the darkness in Egypt was like a black hole.
Yeah.
It's like so dark to the point where, like you say, you can feel it.
Yeah.
And that's why they were bugging out. Because like when you go into a black hole, you go in but you can't come out.
Yeah.
So when these people they start bugging out and they start seeing these apparitions, they're not gonna be able to come back.
They're not gonna come back from it. You ever seen the movie Interstellar?
Yeah. Pieces of it.
Got watched that. Or with Matthew McConaughey. They went into some type of black hole, and he came back out behind a fucking bookshelf, seeing shit, seeing himself, seeing his daughter. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't come back from it. But, you know, in the movie he did come back from it, but everybody was hundreds of years old. You know, and he was still fucking 30. He's like, I'm like 150 something years old, but still have like 80 years of life left.
Right.
But it goes to show you in that movie, time doesn't exist. It's irrelevant.
Right.
To the heavenly, when you're dealing with the heavenly Father, it's literally irrelevant.
Same thing with Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'll use the newer one, with Mark Wahlberg. When he finally crash landed or whatever, and he was able to get back to that computer screen, he was receiving messages that were like 100 years ago, I believe.
I didn't watch that one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But yeah, I think he was watching like, he was watching videos from like messages from like years prior, but it was him. It was them, you know, the monkey and shit. It was a good movie, though.
I had to catch it.
It's a similar situation as the Interstellar thing.
Yeah. But it says, verse 5 again, it says, no power of the fire might give them light.
You ain't got no hope in that day.
No hope. Just like you saying, like even if I could see you coming with a flashlight, that darkness didn't even allow a flashlight to flash.
Wow.
The only light that's going to be acceptable in that day is when you're reading the book of Matthew. Let your light shine. You know what I'm saying? You don't hide that under a bushel. You just let it shine. That's the only light that's going to be able to penetrate the darkness that we see coming. It's going to be energy crisis, and then the sun's going to blot out it's not going to shine no more. It's not going to shine no more. It's getting gloomy. It's going to be gloomy, and that could go, you could take that, the smoke of the destruction around this, and shit. Even so, you go to the book of Joshua, where the Lord held the sun up for, what, 3 days or extra day?
Yeah.
Something like that. What makes you, the Lord can probably make the sun black. Not probably. He can. He's like, you know what?
Well, you know what? He will, because the scriptures speak about it being dark.
Yep.
I think that's what Luke 21 or something? Or Acts, the 2nd chapter? I can't remember where. It was one of those.
It could be a permanent solar eclipse. You know?
The sun just go black.
The sun just go black. You know how... That's terrifying. That's terrifying. So it says, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Not even the stars can light this. You won't even see this. You don't really know how. That's beyond blind. That darkness that is mentioning is beyond blind. And on top of that, the only thing you know what it reminds me of? What you call it? Stranger Things. When Elle went into that.
Oh, yeah.
It was extreme blackness.
Yeah.
But all you can see is like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to look like that.
Right.
And that damn demon right there just looking at you.
Imagine being in the dark.
Oh,
and
fuck.
imagine being in that type of darkness and you can't see no type of light anywhere. But you see the fucking demon right there in
Just
front of
right
you.
there.
You can't even see your hand in front of your face. But you can see the demon sitting right there. You can see features, you can see everything. Everything. Arms, legs, whatever.
Just looking at your ass.
Probably smiling. Probably doing this. Now I'm about to get your ass, boy.
He could probably make a demon like just take up someone's whole field of vision. Like they can't even see nothing else. No peripheral, just demon.
And again, that's the demon that you produced.
You know what? It reminds me of which movie? Which Batman movie was that? The Scarecrow. When he would drug their ass,
Yeah.
and their own fears
Yep.
would
Come out.
consume them. Yeah.
And then I think Batman even saw himself as like a demon face.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that shit.
Consumed with- Matter of fact, I got a preset for that. I love this preset.
It's another one of them days where it's movie days. Bro.
Yeah, man. Catch up. Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 37. It says, in this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest. Verse 38, the point, and shall lay before their evil thoughts, Salakia, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts. The thoughts that run through your mind on a daily. You're going to be tormented with them. That's why it's so pivotal for us to clean our thoughts up. You got to clean your thoughts up. You got to clean house. And don't let no other demon in. Clean house so you're not tormented with the thoughts that you fucking have when that time comes. Because best believe you'll be I don't even say a victim of it, because you're guilty. You deserve it.
Yeah, you don't get the right to be a victim.
You don't get the right to be a victim. Because you had all the time in the world to mop, sweep and mop them demons the fuck up out of your mind with Yahweh Shemi Awashai. And I'm speaking to myself. We still got a lot of work to do, even though it's the end. Yep. But you still got time. We still got time to clear these things out. Just got to be on fucking go on two, 3 times harder than what you were, knowing that the time is short. Keep cleaning them out. So it says, and torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented. So when this energy crisis hits and this extreme blackness, you are going to be tormented with your own fucking thoughts. It says, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto fire. That goes to show you, just like we bring out in Hebrews, that this thing is truth. It's like a two-edged sword. It's saying also in 2nd Ezra, this truth is like fire. Burn your ass. You know what I'm saying? But hey, guess what? Like we said, like it says in Micah, we drink the indignation. When you cook, you gonna burn yourself every now and again. But that's how you learn. But y'all motherfuckers ain't even try to learn how to cook. Man, we cooking with the Bible right now. We cooking with it. That's what Jake like to say. We let them cook. Y'all niggas ain't even cooking.
Right.
We whipping it up. And y'all niggas gonna get burned the fuck up. We're practicing trial and error. And the Lord's having mercy on us to survive those trials and survive those errors. Because we damn sure make them. Get back to Wisdom of Solomon. We're about to close up. Yeah. It says, verse 5 again, Wisdom of Solomon 17:5. No power of the fire might give them light. Neither could...
That's twofold. Physical fire and a spiritual fire.
Because a lot of them are going to be running back to their gods.
You're not going to be able to go back and have access to a brother that was trying to give you the truth. It's over with. Now you left it to your own damnation. Your own thoughts.
Regret is going to be a demon.
Regret is going to... Hey, that's the spirit. Yeah, you're right. Regret, because it says...
Damn, I wish I paid attention. You're going to be doing the Cuba Gooding Jr. thing, man. Swinging in the air and shit.
Punching the air.
You had your chance, man.
Yeah. Because he said regret, because verse 3 it said, scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness. That regret is going to...
Just let these bitches drive by.
That forgetfulness that you once had is going to reappear and turn into regret. So I did a lesson like a few months back, and I said nostalgia is only for the elect. Regret. We might have something that we may have forgot that was a good time in our mind because we're going through so much bullshit now that when that day comes, How else you think we're gonna get our joy? Damn, bro. Remember that time in the Feast of Tabernacles? It was,
Yeah.
Remember that time in the Feast of Tabernacles? We're gonna have certain like memories with one another. That's gonna boop, and we're gonna be smiling while all hell's just we're gonna have light when it's pure, thick darkness outside that you can, boink, that you can touch.
Lord might all this shit down against lockdowns and shit like that. Lord might send a brother your way.
Send a brother, bro. You know how relieving that is.
I'll be fucking chilling. You gonna be,
bro.
It is. You going through this all hell breaking loose, and you it's me and the brother. The Lord gonna provide the drink, the food. We gonna be drinking, eating good with the brother, man.
Yep.
What we gonna be doing? We gonna be talking about scriptures. We gonna be talking about. We told these motherfuckers. We told them. We told y'all. And guess what? We gonna be laughing at y'all. Lord willingly, we be part of the elect. Gotta say that.
And mind you, this we could be a bro from. We could be linked up from Los Angeles.
Could be a brother that we never met,
but we could tell
the spirit.
Oh,
that's a brother right there. Cause you gonna see that light.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel
gonna see that light.
Daniel and Habakkuk didn't know each other.
Right.
They knew that they was men of the Lord.
They knew they were men of the Lord.
Imagine that shit, man. You never met a brother at all. You probably even never seen his videos or nothing. But you gonna see that light, the light of Yahweh Bashim outside within that brother. You be like, that's the brother I want to be with right there. That's how that's the brother right there.
If I may add, just a quick testimony. When I went to visit the bro Napash when he was when he was in town.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
As soon as he walked out the building, I was like, yeah, that's
the brother right
and
there.
I didn't even know what he
You
looked
didn't
like.
even know what he looked like. See, power, man.
Or all of that, man. So we'll read verse 6 and call it. It says, "Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not." Let's get that in GNT.
Imagine that.
What was that? 17:6 GNT. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and 6. It says, "There was only a dreadful fire lit by no human hand that shone on them. And in their terror, they believed that the real world was even worse than the things they imagined."
Damn.
And you know how we always say, like, sometimes the things you imagine is not really... No, nigga, the things that you imagine that is worse, what you're going to experience is going to be even worse than what you imagine.
That's why the Lord said it's going to be a time on earth we've never seen before. He said it in the book of Matthew, said it in Daniel 12. Yep. It's going to get ugly, man. Yeah. It's going to get real ugly real quick. I believe it's going to happen quick. I don't think it's going to take 2 months for shit to crumble. I think it's going to take a few days. But yeah,
so, Lord willing, I was edifying. We give all glory and praises to
Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, the rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Until the next time,